Hey family, my name is Luke and I'm here with Eric Freedom. I'm the head coach here at Reason Fitness. Eric is the founder of our gym and together we have 25 plus years of experience in coaching fitness, nutrition, and wellness. Our mission here is to help develop happier, healthier people in the San Gabriel Valley and greater LA area. And today we're talking about the 5 factors of health. We are starting a new series. We are in a new series called 10-Minute Tuesdays, where we talk about one of the 5 pillars of health. And today we are talking about mindset. What's up, Eric?
What's up, man?
We're talking about mindset today. I think maybe a good first question to ask you is, can you define mindset?
Oof.
Like, what is having a mindset? Like, what is mindset?
Yeah. That's a good question. I think there's a lot of, mindset is so hot right now and everyone's talking about mindset.
Yeah. I mean, we don't want to get too foo-foo either, but like, is it like, maybe is it worldview?
I mean, simply set, like from our 5 pillars of health, mindset is simply how you think, right? In a very, very zoomed in way of looking at mindset. Yeah. Mindset is simply how you think. And those things, how you think is shaped by your beliefs, your experiences, and they allow you to navigate your sense of the world and yourself. So your external world, which is outside of you, and your internal world, what happens between the 2 ears here. And it influences how you think, feel, behave in any given context. Yeah. And in our situation and how we frame mindset and how we think it is what we believe about ourself that impacts our success or failure.
Totally. How have you found mindset be a integral part of getting to someone's health and fitness goal?
I mean, it's because it's very important. First of all, it's very important. I think at the end of the day, it's how you see yourself is how you will treat yourself, right? So, I think your approach or our approach.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by how would you treat yourself?
I mean, how you see yourself is how you treat yourself, right? So you see yourself as if you see yourself as someone that cannot change.
Yeah.
You think you're going to change? Like,
yeah, you're not going to treat yourself like someone.
You're not going to treat yourself like someone that can change, right?
Totally.
If I love this quote by Simon Sinek where he says he challenges people to use the phrase like "yet" at the end of every sentence, right? So instead of saying "I'm not good at that," which there's so many layers to just even saying something like, but some people just really mean it, right? It's like, oh, like I'm not very good at that. Yeah. I like to, and without sounding foo-foo, I like to add, like, if it's something that I actually want to get better at, I'll say, oh, I'm not that good at that yet. This year I've taken, year to date, I've taken maybe probably about a dozen or so Spanish lessons. I'm not good at Spanish yet.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
I'm not extremely fluent at Mandarin yet.
Yeah.
I can be. If I want to be, and I will be, right? And it's all about how you frame and kind of look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, do you feel like there's a difference between saying it and then also actually believing it? Because I feel like anyone can say, anyone can do anything that they want to, right? Like, I mean, or they can accomplish most things that they set their mind to, but like, I don't know, like, what do you feel like then is the difference between having the mindset or saying that you're going to do it versus like actually believing that you're going to do it?
I had a really good conversation with one of my coaching clients about this actually literally yesterday afternoon. And because one of the things I have her do is I have her, I have a lot of my clients do this, but it depends on what stage of your journey you're in. Yeah. What I have this client do is I have her actually read like a morning mantra. And it just talks about who she is, who they are, and it's defining it. Like, I am a winner. Yeah. I have value. And it's saying different statements out loud. And I was even saying like, dude, this is going to feel really corny. Yeah. Like super, super corny. Because part of it is, it's all the stuff you see on television. Or, oh, that sounds like really lame.
Yeah.
You know, like you're going to like, and I do believe like you're not going to be able to shout morning affirmations to yourself to the point of success.
Yeah, totally.
But you have to, the internal narrative of what we say to ourselves about ourselves does matter, in the sense that if we don't believe those things about ourselves, how can we take action? And action comes from belief. And how do we stack those things on ourselves if we don't believe about it?
Totally.
So what she says every morning is, she starts up by saying, I define my own destiny. I create my own success. I don't make any excuses. I deserve to win. I inspire those around me. I'm not afraid of the opinions of others. I'm confident and powerful. Like, she says these different things, right? And, you know, I've even asked, like how many of the things when you read, do you believe they are a lie? Or how many of them do you believe to be true? And right now, I probably think she probably believes in like a third of them. That's my guess, right? But when you believe that, first of all, like if you don't believe that you can create your own success, you literally are like, okay, then why try?
Yeah. Totally.
You know?
Yeah.
So you have to be able to say these things out loud, because here's the thing is that here's the thing is that, like, they may not be 100% true, but there are facets of it that are true and that you want to be true.
Totally.
You know, so
totally. What do you feel like comes first then? Like, do you feel like it's more important for someone? So say we have someone who wants to lose 30 pounds, right? And right now they don't have the habits of someone who can lose 30 pounds.
Yeah.
Do you think it's more important for them to evaluate their mindset around that? Or do you feel like it's more important for them to evaluate what are they doing right now? Like, what are the actions that they're taking to lose 30 pounds? Right. Where do you start? How do you,
this is a really good question.
How do you even decide which one is more important?
Oh, this is such a good question, man. So, I mean, in your experience right now, so let's use your experience as a coach of about 10 years now.
Yeah.
No, less than 10 years, dude.
Maybe 9.
Eight years ish. Yeah. Right. But really, if you think about your like deep coaching, honestly, probably like 4.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe even less.
So you've helped tons of people and guided people and coached them through weight loss. And the reason why I bring that up is because you just brought up like losing 30 pounds.
Yeah.
How many people have you guided through losing 10 pounds or less?
A lot,
right? A
lot of people.
I would say that's probably the majority of people that you've coached.
Totally.
Okay, so let's go up on that number. 15 or less.
Less than 10.
I was gonna say also, but still also a lot.
But still a lot, yeah.
And how many people?
Sure.
How many people have you coached? 25 plus.
Less than 10.
Less than 10, right?
Yeah.
So what that tells you is there's kind of like, you know, we talk about this and we're gonna begin implementing this, but like there's kind of like 3 pillars of lifestyle stages, or where you're at. Usually when someone is thinking about their journey, there's 3 things. There's you're either living in a stage of trying to thrive and just live a happy life and be healthy, or you're in a state of performing. Like everything is very performance oriented. It's tied to a sport, or it's tied to performing. Like you train so that you can be a better firefighter. It's tied to your career. Like you need to be very fit, or like SWAT or something, you know. And then the third one was like you're in need of like deep transformation. I would say that the average person that wants to lose 25 pounds is in a state of transformation, because 25 pounds, depending on how big you are, 25 plus pounds. And let's just say the average person is like 175 pounds, right? Let's just use that as an example. If you needed to lose 25 pounds, what percentage of your body would that be? That's like a significantly over 10% or more. Yeah. I would say anything over more than a 10% change in your body is quite dramatic.
For sure.
And then 20% is even more dramatic, so on.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, like about someone that needs to lose 30 pounds, like what's I think the biggest difference between someone that needs to lose 10 pounds and 30 pounds is mindset. 10 pounds is also mindset.
Yeah.
But you literally, it's because the deviations or of layers of how much of a different person you have to, because you're a very different person from a 180 pound person is very different from a 200-pound person. A 200-pound person is very different from a 230-pound person.
Totally.
A 230-pound person is very different from a 300. Like there's layers to it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
There's kind of like an inflection point. So I think the difference is what I've seen over the years, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on it too. Is for the people that I've coached, the biggest thing when it comes to like losing 30 pounds is how they think of themselves in the beginning of the process.
Yeah.
In the middle of the process, and then as they're going through it towards as they're achieving their goal.
Yeah.
A lot of people, as like I've helped someone lose 100 pounds.
Yeah, totally.
And what's crazy is actually in hindsight, one of the biggest learning lessons I learned is like as they lost between the 70 and 100th pound, they started to develop like a really toxic mindset towards themselves. And it's crazy because what the truth about it is this person was not ready to be 100 pounds lighter. And I know that sounds crazy. Because it's like, why the heck, if you're going to be healthier, why the heck would you not be ready to be 100 pounds lighter, right?
Yeah.
They weren't ready to steward or take care of a body that was 100 pounds lighter yet.
Yeah. The level of responsibility that comes with being 100 pounds less. It's like you have the mind of someone who is still, if you say if they're 300.
100 pounds heavier.
Right, yeah. You have the mindset of someone who's 300, even though you weigh 200.
Yeah.
What would you say then to someone who is so you're saying that someone who's trying to lose 10 pounds or less, you can get away with just the actions of losing 10 pounds or less, but not actually have the mindset of someone who's losing 10 pounds?
Yeah, because I think depending on your body weight, again, it's all, everything is context and it's very contextual, right? But let's just take the average. Like, bro, I'm a 200 pound person, and I gain or lose 5 to 6 pounds on average a day.
Oh yeah, like fluctuate. Right? You mean eating food, water, whatever it is.
So if we're talking about actually losing 10 pounds of fat, I think the average person can lose, and you have to look at over the scope of time too, right?
Totally.
The average person can healthily lose that in a quarter of a year.
Yeah.
And then that's if you think about it in the span of your life, that's very short.
Yeah.
So if you can lose it in a quarter of a year, it's likely that you can maintain it.
Yeah.
Right. But if you were to lose that weight over the a very short period of time, the likelihood that you've dialed in the habits to maintain that is very low.
Yeah. I see. So you're essentially what you're saying is like there's going to be a deeper mindset change that has to come with a bigger composition change, or body composition change. The more weight you want to lose, the more you need to change things about your beliefs as a person in order to maintain or sustain.
100%. Because what happens, what you see, there's a constant negotiation for us, right? Weight is just one example, right?
Totally.
Achievement can be so like career can be another one. How many people do you know are just, and I've seen this I'm going to use a correlation to like weight, for example. How many people have you seen like have a job that they absolutely hate? They absolutely hate it.
Yeah.
But as a coping mechanism, it's like, this is just what it is.
Yeah.
Nobody likes their job that much.
Yeah.
So you know what? The grass is always greener. And I'm just not going to try to change.
Yeah.
I'm not going to change my context.
Yeah.
And people do that with weight. Like people do that with like, you know what? I've tried everything. I've done this and this. And this is just who I am. And while that may be, parts of that may be true, we are also letting that be true.
Yeah. You know? You begin to settle for that.
It's how you think of yourself, and that it's what, the internal versus the external. We're totally settling for being okay with it.
Yeah.
And depending on who you are, maybe that's okay for you.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Well, I think we're probably going to have a part 2 for this specific topic, but that's 10 Minute Tuesdays on this Tuesday. We'll see you guys soon.
See ya.